welcome back to another episode of Battlefield Banter. This time, Doug is online here, and if he can't see my
Hello.
screen, hi Doug. Doug and I are going to walk you through the excellent website Rally the Troops, and we are going to head over to play a game and start a game at least of Paths of Glory, a Ted Reiser game, Paths of Glory. So if you're not familiar with Rally the Troops, then you need to go to rally-the-troops.com, and you can see this is the screen of rallythetroops.com when you get there. This is
A lot of
a
games there.
lot of games there, and you can see them. We've got Dawn of Freedom, which a lot of I think he said SPI GMT games there. Dawn of Freedom is a similar take to. It's just 1 year, 1989, of course, by the title, but that's Twilight Struggle. So if you like Twilight Struggle, you'll probably like that. A lot of Columbia block games: Julius Caesar, Richard III, Rommel in the Desert, Crusader Rex, Paths of Glory, of course, and the Time of Crisis from GMT, an excellent four-player game. And they've just added Verdun 1916. They're adding games all the time, so you need to keep coming back and checking on them.
They really are. In fact, there was what was that? Shores of Tripoli? Was that the game we played? In
Three
Earth and Fire, the
300 Earth and
300?
Water's been on there a while. Hammer of the Scots
We
is
played
another
the Shores
Columbia
of
game.
Tripoli.
Is that on this? Yes, it is. That's on here
Yeah,
too. Yep.
yeah. You didn't like that game. It came down to
Uh,
one or two cards at the end.
yeah, always seems to, but big dice fest. But there are some great games here. Washington's War, Wilderness War, a fantastic game. Although it's, in my opinion, quite hard for the French to win. But anyway, but let's get started here.
Well,
We're gonna
and
walk you through. Sorry,
yeah.
that's Doug. Yep.
Well, I was going to say, and hey guys that are watching this, comment, tell us what games you'd like to see us play. We're probably going to try to also learn Washington's War and maybe some others, but we're hoping this is a big hit and expands the audience. So
Right.
let's jump into one of our favorite games, Paths of Glory.
Actually, Doug, I was listening to Volker Runke on a podcast with Zilla Blitz, and Crusader Rex is one of his favorite games. He was I think he listed
Oh,
his top X war games, and that was Crusader Rex was in the list. Anyway, so
I think I listened to that interview a
uh,
couple months ago.
yeah, it was an old
That
one.
was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so let's say you want to play a game and I want to invite Doug to play a game. So first of all, I'll go to the game I want to play, which is Path to Glory in this case. And there we go. You can see all the recently active games there. Doug and I actually have a game going on at the same time. We're going to create, though, a new game. Create a new game, and then no time control. You can, if you want,
Yes,
faster or
no time
slower,
control.
and then you can say random player gold. You can select private so that nobody else jumps in on your game while you're trying to set it up with your opponent. And then you can say, there's the variant cards. We're not going to use the variant cards. And then you just hit create game. Now the game has been created. Historical scenario, that's the only scenario option. I will join, and then I can do two things. One is I've got this link up here, which has got the path to the game 165-266, or I can just invite Doug to play, and I happen to know his username there. And Doug, you should now see a game invite. Do you see it on your side? If you're logged in, I just
Uh,
invited you to the game.
I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Yes, join.
All
Yep,
right. So,
Matt Mark Caskey. That
uh-huh.
shows that question mark. I don't know where the question mark comes in, and I accept it.
Are you going to join Max Jozak?
Oh,
Like
is
that.
that what that is?
Yeah.
All right, I just joined.
You just joined, so
So
let's see. Let's try
I
and
think,
refresh that.
and and
See
for sides,
now.
I think Mark's gonna select the
It's
CP and the
it's
Central
random.
Powers.
It's random. Didn't
Oh, you
yeah.
didn't. I thought you were going to do it so that we would play sides that we're both familiar with. But okay, we'll go random.
Oh yeah, we'll go around. Yeah. And, so then I just go. I can kick him out if I don't want to play with Doug anymore. By kick, or I can hit delete and delete the game entirely, or I can press start and start the game. And then let's see. We start off, and I'm actually
And
the Central Powers, so it worked out.
oh, you are all
Yes.
right. We we
Do you not
we
play the Central Powers at all?
no, I do like to play the Central Powers, but I'm acquiring some skills as the allies, some
Okay.
lessons learned that future content, banterers, we're going to try and come up with 10 tips and tricks of how to play better at Paths of Glory. So I'm starting to take notes of my poor play. As any regular banter viewers know, Mark is a superior player, but I improve my game by constantly banging my head against the Mark Caskey wall. So,
Well, we'll see about that.
so
Anyway,
this should be fun.
so
I'm
again,
looking
I've got
forward to it.
options here to kick Max Zuzak out. I can leave the game entirely, or I can play. So we're going to play, and then off we go. There is the map. And let me just check that you can see the map on the. You can see pretty
I don't
much the
see the
whole
map
map
yet.
there. So you should be able to join the game, Doug. And what Doug can see is essentially uh, well, you don't see it says on my end here. It says no man. It walks you through. This is rules enforced on Rally the Troops. So it walks you through what you have to do and says no mandated offensive, which is telling me that it did the mandated offensive roll for me. Got a 5 or a 6, and you can see there it got a 6 for the CP on the top right there. It's on the strip down the right hand side of the screen. It tells you what's actually, I'll
Yeah.
just move that across a little bit so you can see that.
And
There
it's a
we
beautiful map.
go.
It really is.
Did that work? It didn't quite work.
And just something for
Um,
the viewers. This works on your PC, on your iPad, and on your phone. I've played turns all three. I prefer it on my iPad because it's a little bigger, and on the phone they don't show all the screens, or I haven't figured out how to cycle through all the screens. So
they
I
do.
prefer my
They
iPad or
they
my laptop.
they certainly do show the
Uh,
well, well, actually, yeah, I've actually had a little bit of trouble finding the discarded cards and so forth,
yes.
the current, not the discarded cards. I'm sorry, the current combat cards that are in play when you play a combat card and you win. In some cases they
Oh, right.
persist, and I've had trouble finding those. But anyway, that's probably just user error. So you can see the entire map there. You can see turn 1, August 1914 on the right. CPs rolled a 6 for none. APs rolled a 5. Allied powers none. So no, neither of us have a mandated offensive. So I hit next to show that I have seen that, and then this is the historical scenario. So we go straight to, you can see the banner at the top there. Action 1, take 1 action, but I must play Guns of August. So I have to play this card down here, Guns of August. So it's selected for me. I cannot play any other cards. So Guns of August, and it sets up exactly what it says here. The Liège fort is destroyed. Place the German first and second armies in the Liège base. The GE first, second, and third armies are activated for combat. So I have to click that. And you can see there, I have to play the event. Cannot play it for operations or anything else. So that's done. And you can see there my war status has gone up to 2. And in the general records track, it has the combined war status. And then scrolling up to where the action is, you can see that I need to destroy the fort and place the armies in Liège. So that's done. And
Yeah, and now just for the viewers, so I'm live. I'm watching my on my computer. I'm not looking at Mark's screen. I'm looking at the representation of the map on my screen. So now I see it says waiting for Central Powers to execute Guns of August. The fort got destroyed. The 2 units are there, and the attack is up there.
mm-hmm,
So it's kind of neat. It's real time, but it also lends itself to I go, you go. I mean,
mm-hmm,
it in essence, it is I go, you go.
mm-hmm,
We're just playing it greatly compressed to,
right.
try and make some content out of it because I haven't seen content like this anywhere on all the board game channels I follow.
Right. This broadcast to quickly go over the icons at the top of the screen here, which we might make following what we're doing a little bit easier. So top left, you've got the settings icon. This is going to like go home, go to the next game. If you've got multiple games going of Rally the Troops, you can go to the next game. You can take notes. This is very good. It'll take you straight to the rules. The GMT in this case, PDF copy of the rules will open up. The charts for the game. You can look at the decks of cards that are going to be coming up to you. I don't think it shows It shows all the ones that are possibly going to come forward in the allied deck, and all the if we go back, all the ones that are going to come forward into the Central Powers deck, and you can resign the game. This one here is shows the. You can see it showing the. Do we have the whole screen? Yes, we can see that showing the log on the right hand of the side of the screen there. So if you want a bit more of the map, you can do that. If you want to see what's going on with the dice rolls and so forth, you can do that. This is going to well, zoom out and shows you the map in its entirety. That's a nice view. It takes you back to your original zoom there. This you can chat with your opponent. You can just like leave a message there, hi, and send it to him, and he or she will get the message and be able to join the conversation. This one here, it's just, I guess that's actually not quite sure what that is, but that's the different viewpoint of the to show the counters, beveled or flat. There you go. The beveled is more like the counters you actually see on the the board game itself. This is a signpost one here. Score summary. Well, it shows you how the score track has got to the score track position at the moment. So that's very useful. And what else have we got? Inspect the CP cards, discarded, removed. So this is where you can see what's been played, what's been discarded, what's been removed from play, what's in the deck. This one here is where you can, if you've made a mistake, and this game is very unforgiving. If you leave a unit out of supply, just if you get a unit into a situation where it is out of supply and it cannot be rescued by the end of that turn, it is just eliminated. It cannot be brought back. So you can propose a rollback, and if it's your turn, you can propose a rollback, and then you select how far back in the game you want to go, and then your opponent will accept, and then you go back. This shows supply status, and this one shows the allied supply status. And then the interesting thing is, I'm not sure how you turn it off. So once it's on, I can't see how to turn it back off. So that is, if anyone out there knows, then they can let me know. So what I'm going to do is if I show it again, AP supply, it stays there. I click on the map. Oh, there you go. That's how you get rid of it. You click on the map. So I just learned something. And that was this one, everything here. And then this one here hides the units. And then you click it again, it hides the markers on the map. You saw the besiege markers go away there, and then it returns all the markers. So that's a quick summary of all the icons along the top of the map. Right. So yeah. So in Doug, I just clicked on attack on the this
Oh,
the next
he's
army
going for it.
here. Well, I have to. I can't move. They have to attack. They can't do anything else. So
Right.
the questions are, though, do I attack with these two armies, the BEF, and this army, the fifth army, or do I combine them all? But I'm going to select them all.
Yeah.
So up top right there, you can select them individually, or you can select them all. You can select all, and then because they're all selected for this attack, now there's only one option. There's only one target, and it's the poor French Fifth Army. And so I will select that as the target, and then it asks me up the top here, attack Sudan with German 1st, 2nd, 3rd Army at attack strength of 15 on the army table versus 3 on the army table. So it's a little confirmation of just that you got everything selected the way you wanted to do it, and then assuming that's okay, and it is, then I'll go over here to the top right and push the attack button. And if it's not right, then I can hit undo, and I can just undo, and it will step back.
Important to know the undo button is there
Right.
as you're learning to play here, because it's not like Vassal where you can just undo it all easily. You got to click that undo button. It'll cycle through, much like when you're creating a log file on Vassal when you go back.
Well,
So
it'll
it's a nice
actually
play.
only
Let's see
undo
it.
until your last dice roll, so it won't undo beyond a dice roll. Right. So
Oh yeah,
so if
that's
you've
true.
rolled a dice, that's it. So anyway,
That's locked in.
here locked in. So here's the attack, and you can see on the right
Did you do a
there.
flank?
Oh, right. I have the flanking option here, and it's a success on a 3 plus because so a 3, 4, 5, or 6, and that's because if I've got the attacking forces, I don't think there's any way on Vassal of actually highlighting a unit, which is not. It's one of the, but it's a little bit. gives, but one for vassal, I would say. But I've got one army is not adjacent to an enemy unit here, which that except when it's attacking, of course. So that gives me a +1 on the flank roll. So I'll definitely go for that. I'll try a flank attack, and so one or two would be bad for me here. Here's my flank roll, and it's a 1. I failed, and that means the French get to attack first. So
Nice.
now you
Now it
can
also
see,
says I may
yes,
play combat cards
right,
withdraw.
right.
And what that means, just so now you can you see that on your screen or
It
no?
says
I
on
see
my
it on my
screen,
screen.
waiting for allied players to play combat cards, but it does not give me any indication
Uh,
of what combat cards you have.
I got you. Well, I have the very powerful withdrawal card. It's a combat card. Defending units negate one required core step loss and instead must retreat one space. Full strength attacking units may advance. If
Hmm.
no core step lost, an army step loss may be negated. Now, luckily, he failed his flank attempt, so I attacked first, but it's 15 against 3. I'm going to lose. So I am, in fact, going to play the withdrawal card. So I selected that. I hit done, sends it back to you. It resolves the die roll,
Hmm.
right?
Yep, and you
So
rolled
I
a
rolled,
3,
yep,
inflicted 2 losses, which is because you need the middle strength.
nothing.
Yeah, you needed a 3 at least. If you look at the middle number in the German armies, they're all threes, so that didn't do anything. And then so it take losses in the attack in Sudan done. It gives you, it steps through even if there are no losses. Rally the troops steps through so that you know that there were no losses. So just because otherwise,
Right.
that's the philosophy here, is to keep you apprised of what's going on. So I click done to take no losses, and then I rolled a 6 with 15
Ah,
and took 7 losses and inflicted 7. So you're
now I'll let you viewers know Mark is very good at die rolling on Rally the Troops. He's excellent at
well.
his
I,
die
I do
rolling. I
have
don't know how
I
he does it.
well I'm a Patreon for Rally the Troops, and that gives me access to
Oh, is that what it is?
the
It
special
gives you
the special dice roller. So
a randomly implemented die roll modification. So
I
that's good.
randomly
All
get
right.
plus
So
1 to my dice rolls.
yeah.
Yes.
Ouch. There couldn't have turned out worse. I inflicted no losses and I take 7 losses. I think that's gonna be close to vaporizing the unit.
Well,
So there's 3.
and so the way it works is you'll take the losses, and then you'll play the withdraw card. That's the way uh,
It didn't ask me to
res-
play it. I already played it.
I know you played it, but you take the losses first, and then you will
Okay.
go back. So this is the card Doug played here, withdrawal. I can see it now. Defending units negate one required core step loss. So
Oh, okay.
if you have a core step loss in these 7, do you?
I did.
Yeah.
I
So that's
did.
unfortunate for you. It will be negated
Yeah.
when you really wanted to negate the army loss. But
Correct.
so
Yeah,
so
correct.
now,
If you had not rolled a 6, I would have been negating the army.
well now,
So,
so no, wait, you yeah, have you finished taking your losses? Now it says waiting for you to
yeah,
negate your step loss.
I negated it. Then I hit done. Now I retreat.
Okay,
I
right.
assume I got to retreat 2 hexes.
Yeah, because the loss
So,
differential was more than 1, and the combat card you can see is gone because the combat card is is discarded.
oh, I just retreat 1 hex. I'm going to undo that
Oh, you
um,
only retreat 1 on because of withdrawal. Okay.
because of the withdrawal card.
And
So
so
there we go.
on Rally the Troop, you can always go over here on the right here. You can click on the withdrawal card and it will bring it up again. You see that? If you can see on the screen, I mouse over withdrawal and there it pops up again. So yes, defending units negate one required core step loss and instead must retreat 1 space. Right. And so then I could, if I wished, move into Sudan. Always a risky proposition to move into Sudan because then there's always a possibility of getting attacked by and a flanking attack in return. So
Yeah. Now, I will point out to folks, though, remember in House of Glory, well, and again, here, let me undo and I'll demonstrate. If I retreat back to Chateau Thierry, where I originally did,
Mm-hmm.
Then and if Mark decides to advance, I have to then counterattack. I don't have to, but I could with either the BEF or the French in Verdun. I would not be able to do a combined attack.
Mm-hmm.
It's only if I retreat here that I could now do a combined attack
Right.
because you have to have two units of different nationalities stacked in the same hex to be able to do a combined multinational hex. So I'm going to leave a hole in the line, right? Normally I would, oh, you know what?
But it's your turn
The
next, so
little
what
red dot.
you can fix the hole in the line after on your
Correct.
turn, right?
Exactly. So I'm going to do this to keep my counterattack possibilities wide open.
Right. So that makes
So
it even
anyway,
more
so
deadly to move into the forests of Sudan. So I'm not going to advance. Instead, I'm going to click done, and then I have to go to end action to hand over the turn to Doug. And then Doug is waiting
yeah.
for Allied powers to review his mandated offensive role, which was, as we know,
All right.
none.
Yes. And so now I kind of got to plug the gap. But as Marcus pointed out, Sudan is a very deadly spot for both sides because it's so reachable by so many spaces around it. So I have a decision. Do I put units in Chateau Thierry, Cambrai? Where exactly do I want to go? Now, I will share with the viewers, you can't see my hand, but I have one, two, three, four, five reinforcement cards. You cannot use your reinforcement cards in the first turn, which is 6 rounds.
Here,
So
I'll
they're
just
good
show.
operationally, but their event is not very good.
I'll just show on the settings in the top left here. You can go to settings, and then you can go to charts, and it brings up all the player aids, and hopefully we can see that on the recording screen there. And so you've got all the fire tables, and then there's the 1914 special rules, and that's what Doug was just alluding to. You can't play any reinforcement cards on the August 1914 turn, and so that's a handy reference. And you can and then the rules themselves, if you just go back to the game, you can go to the same. You can go to the gear thing there, and then you can click on the rules, and this will bring up the actual rule book from which is the GMT rules right there. So all very accessible. Right.
Nice. So I am going to play. Um, I'm going to play this card.
Let's see.
You can see the card Russian reinforcements for 3.
This is what he's played. You can see it.
And
You see as the opponent, if you're playing live, you can't actually see it in the hand, but you can see it if I mouse over Russian reinforcements. That's the card he's played there. So it's a
oh,
three
I'm
ops
3.
card.
Yeah. So the Serbians down there, I'm going to move into Belgrade and invest the fort. So
Well, you're not
he's
investing it.
stopping.
You're not investing it. You actually own it. It's
Well, all right. What's invest mean in that context?
besieging.
Oh, I see. Okay. Uh,
Oh, and then the French are on the move up there. The
yeah.
French move from
And we're going to
Bar-le-Duc. All right.
wait a
And
minute. Why did this unit in Paris, why has it got a step loss?
that's how it
Did
starts.
it start that way?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep. They would
that
a bit of hard
sucks.
drinking the night before war broke out.
Yeah. All right. So basically, what I've done, and I learned this the hard way in Paths of Glory, you have to keep a contiguous line. You do not want to give the Germans an opportunity to break through. That will
Right.
get your units surrounded very, very quickly. And now I hit done, and it's back over to Mark.
Right. And then so you've always got the option here if you don't want it or you have no cards to spend, you can always take an automatic operation, which is on the top right there, and we should give you, I think, 1 CP. But I've got some
One, yeah,
cards.
one.
Yes, I've got well, in the full disclosure, I've also got some reinforcement cards here. I've got the entrench card, but I don't think that one can be played. Oh, can it? Maybe that can be played now. Yeah. Don't think there's
I
any
don't know. If you
restriction.
click on it, if it can't be played in turn one,
Oh, there you
the
go.
event
Yes. Yeah.
will be
It's grayed out. Yes. So it cannot be played in
grayed
turn one.
out. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. The fact that this is rules enforced, I think, is the best way to learn Paths of Glory, frankly.
Right.
I'm
Right.
teaching both of my younger sons who've been on the banter before in Napoleonics and memoir games. I'm teaching them how to play Passive Glory. In fact, I may even do a video with one of them. How does a newbie learn Passive Glory? Like Mark and I are we're showing you how to use Rally the Troops, but we're really just playing the game.
Hmm.
We're not teaching you the rules.
Right.
I think
Right.
I may try to make some video content with my son teaching him the rules.
One nice
More to
thing
come
we
on that.
when Doug and I were playing recently, we were trying to move into Italy, but we were not at the total war stage yet. So it says in the rules right there, but it's hard. It's something that we weren't aware of.
Yeah,
That the you couldn't move an army. You can only fight. You can only move Austro-Hungarian armies and Italian armies into Italy. You cannot move
yeah.
other armies in, but you can. So it says armies, and you can move the French corps, for example, could come into Italy.
Yeah,
But
that's what was so weird. I moved in that game we were still playing. I moved a French
corps,
corps
it
in.
was not an
So I'm like,
army.
oh yeah,
Right,
it was
right,
not an army.
right,
Exactly.
right. And I had
So
a German army
very
in Trent
interesting.
here, ready to come in and pound the Italians, and I could go into Trent, but I couldn't stop in Trent, so I had to I had to move out again. But it's right there in the
Yeah.
rules. But that's the beauty of this rules enforced system.
Yes.
It's always right. So
Well, and it's interesting. Yeah, we're getting farther in that game, and so we're learning more rules, right?
right,
We've never gotten this far.
never got into
You've
total
always
war.
beaten me. Yeah, you've always beaten me prior to that.
So
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 the
it's fun.
Right. The map is a complete, authentic portrait of the board game map. You've got the Allied eliminated replacement units down here. You can see the action round chart. Doug's played one Allied action. I've also played one, and it's yeah, it's and there's all everybody. It shows all the things that you would have set up on the board game are set up here. So what do I want to do next? So Doug is threatening to do something nasty to the Austro-Hungarians on the Serbian side. Um, that's the one thing nice about playing the Yugo Igo online. You just get an email when it's your turn, so you can spend lots of time thinking about your turn. So
Do you get an email?
yes, I
I
do.
haven't been getting them. Do you? I have not
Yeah,
been getting them. I
there's
must
there's
maybe
probably
I
a
changed something in
there's a
my settings.
setup or notifications or something like that which allows me. I get an email each time.
So I
Um,
just rely on my opponent to text me back to
mhm.
you type stuff.
Yeah. So I do have. And then the Germans on turn one cannot attack Russian units in forts. So these guys up here are top right are pretty much hamstrung. The Russians cannot attack German forts, so this second army can't run into Königsberg and cut my Germans off. But what to do next is the question.
Well, I
So
can't even run into Königsberg. I guess you're right. The rules would prevent that.
right, I don't think you can. Right, otherwise you could. Well, let's check. Go here. Go to the charts, and go to the 1940 special rules. Russian units may not attack or besiege a German fort space on the August 1914 turn.
Oh,
So
okay.
on this
There you
turn,
go.
and here we are on August 1914. So next turn you could, but this turn you
Next,
cannot.
so this next turn I could in the
Hmm.
fall of
Hmm. hmm
1914. Okay. I
Right,
could
right.
take that army in Lumza and run through Tannenberg and go to Königsberg, but I would leave myself exposed to being cut off.
Right, right, right. And
Although if I'd cut you off, you wouldn't be able to move. You'd have to
that's right.
bring somebody else up.
Depends. Yes, that's true. And on the German side here, just playing for time here, German units may not attack spaces containing Russian forts until I play an Oberost card or CP war status 4 or higher. It's already at 2. German units may, however, besiege unoccupied Russian forts. Austro-Hungarian units are not affected by this. So do I have any cards to move along the uh, the war status. I do not. So I will, and this one here, this Falkenhayn here, I want to keep it in reserve in case the Allied powers play Moltke. Because if they play Moltke, it really stymies the Germans' approach and Germans' progress in the Western Front. All right, enough talking. Actually, I should probably do something. I'm going to play a German reinforcements for 4 cards. Play for operation, 4 points rather. Play for operations because I cannot play it for the event. Shall I try and attack? That would be a bit risky to attack the forces there in Belgrade. Tricky stuff here. I'm going to. I've got here. I've got. I don't know why it doesn't open up. I've got in Liège. I've got 10, and I could attack the BEF here with their 6. So let's just do that. I'm going to activate them to attack, or that stack to
Did you
attack.
just do the automatic operation one? You didn't play a card? Oh
No,
no,
I've
you
got I
played
got three.
German
I got
reinforcements.
3 ops left. Right. Yep.
I got you. Okay. I just noticed the card down there.
Yes, I'm just wondering what I could do with the Germans. I don't really see much to be done there. I could hope for the best with a flank attack on the Russians down there in Kamenets-Podolsky. But
Can you do a flank attack with a core?
yes, yes, it's a unit. It's a unit.
Okay.
So I think I will. I've got 3 points left. I think I will reinforce. So you have to be careful if you and make sure the Serbians don't just like run into Hungary and cut off the Austro-Hungarians. But I'll do that. So I've got 2 left. I'm going to. Hmm.
Now
I feel
the Serbs, as I think I learned, have to trace supply back to Belgrade,
yes, they're
correct?
always in supply in Serbia.
In Serbia
They're
or
always in
back to
supply.
Belgrade.
No, they're always in supply in Serbia, wherever they are. But as soon as they leave
Right.
Serbia, then they need to trace their supply to an allied supply source. So they could trace it to
Well, is Belgrade an
London.
allied supply source?
Well, they can it's they can turn off the unit series. It is for it's got the little marker on it there, and so it is a supply source for the Serbians. I'm not sure if it's for anybody else, but
Can't you turn the units off?
yeah, I just did. Yeah, with the globe thing there. Now they're back on.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Serbian First Army.
yeah, maybe
And
we should.
since it's that little red half circle
Right.
that indicates supply source for
Right.
the
So
Serbs.
this
Okay.
this little oil drum next to that is flag supply warnings, and also this is how you can propose a rollback if you do something silly and you're like 4 hours into a game and you want to just do a rollback for a turn. This is how you would do it, and you can show CP supply. I guess that shows what's in supply. You can show APs in supply, and I'm not quite sure what flag supply warnings does.
What are you clicking on?
Turns everything yellow. I don't know. So how do I get that turned off is the question. I don't know how you turn that off now. I flagged the supply
Oh,
warnings. I click something. Nope. That's let's try that one. And then there we go. It's back again. Phew. Oh no, I've got the AP supply on now. Let's turn that off. Somehow I've turned on flag supply warnings and I can't flag spaces where supply are threatened and I can't turn it off. I don't know why. Let's just go back.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm starting to see that too. It says waiting for Central Powers to flag supply warnings. I don't know what that means.
oh, I need to hit done over here. There we go. Done, I think. Supply. There we go.
What have you done?
I'm not sure what I've done, but how do I get out of that? Flags for places where supply lines are threatened. Let's try and do something else. All units. Well, I think I'm back to playing my
And do you
card.
know, does Rally the Troops support solo play?
Yes, You need. You can just join the game twice yourself and send the game to
Oh, you
yourself.
create a second like solo login and then
You
just
can
go
just
back
join
and
the
forth.
game yourself. You don't even need a second login.
Oh, you don't. You
No.
just okay, you're playing both sides.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know why it
Interesting.
still says flag where supply lines are threatened, but let's carry on anyway. I've got two more two
Yes.
more. I've got this attack here. This is moving here. I feel like I'm not really being aggressive enough in the Western Front, but I also don't really want to
Moving to
attack that.
Sudan.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah. um, rather than attack there. But the question is, I think I've done something bad here because I can't play anything else now. Hmm. It
Yeah,
says
what have you done?
I don't know. There we go. Turn it off.
We
Flag supply
frozen?
lines. It seems to have. Let me refresh. It says flag spaces where supply lines are threatened. So maybe I'm supposed to be flagging them to you. Do you see anything there?
I see Kiel. Kiel has got a red square around it.
Right, right. And then undo.
And
There we
as
go.
did Bar-de-Luc and Dijon. Now they're all gone.
Now they're all gone. Right,
Now it's waiting for you to activate spaces. So whatever button you hit
right.
would not be moving.
It does have. All right. So I'm going to not quite. Okay. I'm going to activate. I've got two armies here. I'm going to activate this guy to move. And one, two, three. Yeah. And then this guy here is going to move. And then that's two of the four. And then what the heck? I'm going to try a flank attack here. So attack and attack. All right. So there we go. So
Oh
that's my
wow.
all
Okay.
four. And so this guy here is moving into there. And so then he's going to hit stop because he's got three movement points. So I have to hit stop to make sure he
Yeah.
stops there. And so the Serbs now, they cannot get the three movement points, cannot get behind the Sixth Army here when the Fifth Army to put them out of supply. This guy here over the German side, I'm going to take the Fourth Army,
Well,
and
they couldn't before you moved either.
yeah, I know, but I wanted to make sure they still couldn't after I move because that's the
Yeah,
important thing.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, the way you said it, you implied your brilliant move now prevented me from
Oh, I
doing an
see, I
end of
see.
round.
Right, right. So the Germans are in the move here, then they go there, and then they're going to stop
Oh,
also.
oh no. Wow.
Right, right. I think we'll see what happens there.
Old move.
Bold move.
Old move.
Yes. And all right. And then that's move units from Metz were done. And then these guys here down on the Russian front here, we'll select them all. And they're going to attack the 8th Army. And that's 4 versus 3. So it's not great odds. So I'm hoping for a successful flank attack. Because if you do that, then
Yeah,
the Austrian, if it turns bad though, it's pretty disastrous. But
yeah.
attack, and so the flank attack will go in. Here it is. I need a 3 plus, so a 1 or 2 would be bad. And another 1. Can you believe it?
Oh,
Isn't that two ones in a row?
true. You got a two.
Well, two. Okay. No, oh yeah, plus one. I rolled a two. No, I rolled a
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
It was a two overall, so it's a fail.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
because I flank
well,
attack
the
plus
die roll
one.
says it too.
Right. And so I think that just is the
Uh,
overall result because I need
all right. Oh, I see
a
what you're
three or
saying.
better would have worked, right?
Oh, so if the actual die roll had been two, the plus one for the flank would have made it a three. You're right. You
Yes.
must have rolled a one and it
Right.
converted it to a two.
Right. Right.
All right. All right. That's a little different than how Basil handles die rolls
Hmm.
in games like
Yeah, it is
Napoleonics and
interesting.
Memoir. And
It should really show you
yeah,
what you rolled plus one, and then the final result would be handier, but it
yeah.
doesn't.
Then you kind of learn the
Right.
rules a little better
Hmm. Okay,
in
so the
terms
Russians
of
get to
the.
attack first,
Okay.
but it's now waiting for Doug here to play any combat cards.
No combat cards.
All right, so he doesn't do very well. He rolls a two, but it does inflict two losses. So I've got options here. I could um, kill my core and absorb the two losses. And I think I'll do that because if I take the army out, then the army will be flipped, and then I will not be able to advance with the army on the off chance that I get more than two. But I
Yeah.
probably won't. So I'll do that. I'll eliminate the there, and then I will roll my dice. I've done for my losses. I click done, and then my dice is even worse. So I've rolled another one. Is that three ones in a row for my first three dice rolls? So
Wow.
defend a victory. I did not inflict any losses on the Eighth Army, and because I did not inflict more losses than the defender does not have to retreat, but the attacker doesn't have to retreat either. So there we go.
Yeah.
That's the end of that awesome
Okay.
turn. And then I would click end action, and then Doug would go on to his turn.
All right. Now, I've been thinking
Unfortunate.
about what I'm going to do, and I'm going to play Moltke.
Moltke, okay,
Now,
for the
oh,
event. All right.
for the event. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I forgot to read it out and tell people, but basically, it makes the German
Well, so
activities
if
in
you scroll over
Belgium
Moltke,
and France.
yeah, if you scroll over
Oh,
Moltke, you'll see it. It'll pop up.
will I? Yeah, I don't even see the card anymore.
No, on the right hand side, do you see turn one action two
Yeah.
Moltke event?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
mouse over
It's
Moltke.
written the narrative. I see. And now it comes up. Yeah. So it
Yes.
costs one OPS per unit, not space,
Mm-hmm.
until Mark plays Falkenhayn, which I think he has in his hand. It's
Right.
usually an early card draw. But my knowing that he had it, I'm sitting here looking at that massive stack with three German units. I
Mm-hmm.
just wanted to delay a little bit and burn the card. Now, I assume because I played it in an event, that card will not come back in my hand anymore. Is that right? Is it burned forever?
That has got an asterisk on it. Moltke asterisk. So that one is gone.
Yeah, so it kind of cleans out my deck as well.
Right.
There's a
Right.
little bit of a card building or deck building mechanic in the
Yes.
game.
Uh-huh. So while Doug is right, I could still attack with the Fourth Army here
He could.
because they're in Germany. So it only cost me, should I, right? Oh no, they're in Belgium.
Liège,
They're
no,
there.
Liège
It's
is in
Belgium.
Belgium, my
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm called Map
Well,
Boy in my
it's
family.
in New Germany. So I will actually
Yeah,
play
yeah.
Falkenhayn then because
Now that took 20 years. 20 years later, it was in Germany.
the advantage of Falkenhayn is it moves me forward plus two on the war track. So you'll see in the general records track
Ooh,
I'm going to move two, and I will get into the limited war status. So I'll take advantage of that,
wow.
and I
Now
will.
that's big.
So I will. I think it's waiting for you to do something, isn't it? Because all it says at the top of my game is
Oh yeah, and
execute
and
Moltke.
action. I'm
Right.
sorry.
There we go.
Yeah.
So I'll click on
Well, one quick
Falkenhayn.
comment.
Play the yes.
The Paths of Glory decks are divided into three decks for each side, right?
Right.
Mobilization, limited war, and total war. And what Mark's referring to down there on the lower left general records track is once each side achieves 4 points along there, and Guns of August that Mark played to start was two. and Falkenhayn is 2. Once he shows that he plays it,
Hmm.
he'll get to 4. And so then once his mobilization, once he burns through his first deck, and when he reshuffles, the limited war cards come in, which is very powerful because
Except
they're more powerful cards.
except there's no check at the end of turn one. So even though I'm already there now at 4, I will not get access to the next deck this turn, but it will happen. It will happen next turn.
Yeah,
All right.
because you got to use up all of the first deck first,
No, no,
right?
no, you don't. No,
No.
it's just a turn one rule. There is no check, but as soon as you get there, they'll be shuffled into your deck. As soon as you get to
So
them.
it can't happen. You can't even get access to the cards till after turn 2.
No, until
Is
no
that?
after turn one. So here we go back to the rules, the
Yeah,
charts
that's what I
rather.
thought I just said. That,
No, you said you have to use all your current cards. That's not true. It gets shuffled into your
oh,
deck.
okay. So let me explain it. So just to make sure I know it, you're going to burn the cards in your hand right now. Then at the end of turn 1, the limited war deck will be shuffled with your remaining mobilization cards to form your new deck.
So the rule
And then
is
you'll refill your hand.
not
Is
quite,
that right?
not quite. Neither player's war commitment level is checked on the August 1914 turn. That's what I'm saying. So no matter, even though I am at 4, even though my total, I am at the next level for the, what is it called? The next level is mobilization or something.
Well, the
It's not.
first
It's not
level's mobilization, then limited war.
limited war. Okay, so I'm at the limited war, but it's not going to be checked at the end of this turn, so it doesn't matter
So the cards, the limited war cards, will not come in to the deck
at the end of this turn.
until
That
the
is
end of
correct.
turn 2.
Correct.
So, so they won't come in until the end of turn 2.
Correct.
Okay, that's what I see. Okay, okay,
Right.
I got you.
They
All right.
cannot, and even then, you need to be at 4. So what I'm saying is, there's no rush to get to 4 until the end of turn 2.
Yeah, yeah, that would be your line of. Okay, that's a
Mm-hmm.
rule I didn't realize was there. I was always in a rush to get there by the end of turn 1.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so okay, good.
So it's back to you.
All right, back to me. All right, so I'm sitting here looking at this monster attack. Wow. Um,
So the warfare in Paths of
Interesting.
Glory is very, very bloody. If you look at the combat results table, if you go in like 10 against 6, you're probably just going to be a bloody stalemate. So you do need to go in with overwhelming force. And if you can, and if you want to take the risk of flanking attack, but they can, as the Russians found out over there in the Eastern Front, they can. No, the Austro-Hungarians rather found out on the Eastern Front they can backfire rather nastily.
Okay. Well, we will. Um, we'll play this card for 2,
Operations, deal with
and
Russian reinforcements for 2. Yes.
we're gonna
Attack. Yes. An attack.
attack and attack.
Okay.
And I'm gonna select all. I'm gonna go after the Hungarian unit.
The
I'm
Third
going
Army.
to attack him with both. I will. I'm going to gamble. Always go for the flank. You have a 2/3 chance of achieving a flank. Did I get it?
That
Flank
looks like
attack
you failed.
failed.
You
See
failed?
now that yeah, but I rolled a 1. It says a 1 plus a 1. I thought the minimum die roll was 2.
Flank attack +1, and then you had a. I don't know why mine. It shows a 1 there, so you rolled a 1 +1 is 2, so you failed. But mine, however, if you scroll back to mine, because
Showed a
that's the
2.
that's the confusing one. I rolled a
Showed.
2 +1, and I needed a. I thought I
Oh,
needed.
I
I thought I
wonder if
needed.
it's because it was a core. Maybe
No,
because it was a no.
no.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's just a unit because it told me
And
it gave
above.
it. It's anyway. So you didn't make it
All right.
either,
Whatever.
and then you rolled a
No.
2, and you inflicted. And then, oh, sorry, the defender's fire. That's me. it throws in my roll there. It rolled me already, so I got a 2. So you have to take 2 losses, or a 1. One of your armies have to
Yes.
flip. So you're still in a pretty good shape there because now and then you
All
do
right.
your roll. Yes, there you go. Look at that. 5. Typical. So even though the flank attack failed, it was a very successful attack.
Yeah.
I have to take 2, 4, 5 losses, and then I have to retreat 2 spots. So I'm going to go. Um, I need to hit done, taking my losses, and then my retreat path. I will go 1, 2, and then
All
you
right.
may, if
And
you
the
wish.
folks, yeah, the folks, let's see, it's waiting. You got to hit done.
Oh yeah.
The folks at home may notice that the rule is a striped army that's lost the step cannot advance.
Mm-hmm.
So you do have to be careful in guarding your lines of supply and deciding where you take your losses. So I was careful there to, well, I don't have to advance again. I can just stop right there. Yeah. Um, I took my losses against a unit that I did not want to advance.
Mm-hmm.
Because had
Mm-hmm.
I advanced the unit to the south into Surzanowitz, I would have left a hole and he could have cut me off. I would have
Right.
advanced into a vulnerable position. So now I still have a contiguous line of hexes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll hit done, end the action, and now it's back to the central
All
powers.
right. I'll play 4 points for a operations, and then the the French, the Allies on the Western Front did not reinforce, so I will attack with my big stack there. I wonder if yes, what to do, what to do. Well, I will. I've got over here against the Serbians. I've got 3, 6, 7, and I might finally get a flanking attack. Success again. So that's 1, 2, 3.
Can you flank against the port?
Yes, you can. You cannot flank against a trench, but
Trench. Okay.
yes. And then at some point, I will need to move my Germans around, make
Now,
sure they don't get
all
in
right.
trouble.
Hang on a minute. Hang
Yeah.
on a minute.
What?
Well, I guess we'll find out. But given the card I played, you didn't play Falcon. Oh no, you did play Falconhide. I'm sorry,
Yes,
I missed
yes.
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's how I got to total war, limited war
Yes,
already.
yeah, you're right. All
Let
right.
me see. Let me see. I could do that. A little bit. I wonder what the Russians are going to do over there, but we'll see what they do. The Germans, however, are going to. Are going to. They cannot attack any of these guys in the forts that are adjacent to them, which is very, very sad. I don't think there'll be much use doing that. So 1, 2, 3. I could be a bit more aggressive with them than I usually am. 1, 2, 3, 4. The core is the most mobile unit on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4 could get to there. Um, 1, 2, 3. I could be a bit daring and open a hole in the Austro-Hungarian line and just to see what happens. 1, 2, 3. I don't think you could cut those guys off. Um, Interesting. I
On a
will.
dead time
Yeah,
here.
I know.
I have a dead time.
I'll cut this out.
Not good video.
Yeah. I'm going to yeah, you would just move that way if I did that. Well, would you?
Do you want more time? We're coming up to my
Okay, I'll
my
just.
hard deck.
Well, we're probably not going to finish this game anyway, so
Oh no, no, we're
let me just
not.
try
But
it.
we
Let me
want to
just.
have a logical stopping point.
Right, right.
We could make this a cliffhanger. The
Right.
attacks to be resolved next time on Battlefield Banter.
So yeah, okay. This is just going to be a. There we go. I'll attack there. Whatever. Okay, so here we go.
Oh wow. Okay. All right.
So all attacks then to end this round. Then so down here against Belgrade, we will. So now I will say choose a space to attack. So I'll
All
attack.
right.
Select these guys here. I could say select all, but I'll just do that. There's the space to attack. So I'm attacking with the two armies and the core, 6 against 5. So this better work out with the flanking attack. Finally, let's have a look. Flank. I attempt to flank attack success on 3 plus. Surely for my third one, I should have a successful flank attack. And I don't. Unbelievable. So the Serbs get to attack first. And
And my plucky Serbians play Putnik.
Putnik, oh
The
no, +1
yeah,
DRM for attack
plus
or
one.
defense. Good job we're not playing this game much further. All right, and so I've
Yes.
got to take 3 losses.
Of course, I
So
only rolled a two. I only rolled a two.
I will take 1, 2, 3. So I got to keep this because I got to keep the core in place because otherwise the Serbs could just go 1, 2, could run around and cut me off. So I will take 1, 2, and 3 there, and then I will. What did I roll? I rolled a 2, so you have to take a 3 loss. So only one army gets
Three
flanked.
losses? Oh,
Yes.
all right.
Or, oh, well, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. I haven't rolled yet. Here, let's see. Even worse, I
There we
roll a
go.
1, another 1. Can you believe it?
I
But it really,
take two losses.
you still take 2 losses, so it wouldn't really matter if
Yeah,
I'd rolled
but I
higher.
won the battle.
You won the battle. You do not have to retreat, which is the important thing.
Yes.
All right, so then on to the next. You've taken your losses. It says waiting for you to take your losses.
Oh, I did. Oh, I didn't hit
Hit
done. I'm
done.
sorry.
All right, let's try this one over here in Lublin. Surely my luck should improve. So I'll click this guy. We're attacking the 5th Army. There's no flanking attack because I'm not very good at them. Here we go. Big roll. Oh, it's asking for you to play combat cards, of course.
Oh, all right. I hit done.
All right.
Take losses.
So
Three.
I inflicted 3, which is, and you inflicted 2. So we both only have one step flipped, and because you have to retreat, but because I'm flipped, I can't advance. So done,
Right.
and then where you have to go back. But it does create a small hole in your line, which you'll have to fill. So, and then, oh,
Oh, I
no,
didn't
you
have to.
didn't.
It didn't prompt me to retreat.
Oh, maybe because of the fort. 3 to 2 attacker victory. So there's another rule that must make. Oh, you're not in a fort. 3 to 2 attacker victory, defender losses, attacker losses. Why didn't you have to retreat? Maybe you
Yeah,
only
I would
have
have
to
expected to
retreat.
have to go back to one.
We'll have to check the rules there. But I think because I don't have a fresh unit, maybe that's why you don't have to retreat.
Ah, maybe. Yeah,
Interesting.
that could
Yeah.
be
Okay,
interesting.
and
All
look,
right, big attack.
big attack. Here we go. Choose a space to attack. I'll select them all because I could split off and attack. There's only one location, so I will select them all. There we go, and then I'm attacking over to. Oh, so it's went straight to the
Oh,
losses. So you have no combat card to play. I
right. Oh, you rolled a six.
finally
See,
rolled a
all your luck
6.
came.
Yes.
See, that's that Patreon status. It gives you on your most important attack, it gives you the best die roll.
So, and I think you
So
have to take the BEF first, right? Because
I,
they
I
are,
think you're right.
yeah.
So there was three. And yeah, there we go. All right.
So that eliminates
Here
the
we
BEF.
go.
They are not coming back because they are replaced by a
Well,
citizen army.
the army is not, but now it's the BEF core.
Right, right. Yeah, but you cannot because it's got the black dot. You cannot rebuild them at all.
Right.
All
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
that's my losses done, and then you have to retreat.
All right. So I got to retreat two hexes. Is that right?
I think so because it was 7 to 4. Yes, yes. So 2 hexes. Yeah, very flexible in the way you retreat there. So he really only retreated like one space from Brussels because he went like via
Yeah.
via Sedan.
Well, I
Um,
retreated to Cambrai because there's a rule in there that the Germans can't go in beaches, Calais and Ostend, until they
right,
play a card.
exactly. Oh, yes, exactly. So now, if I go in here to Brussels, there can still be a flank attack, but I've got 2 units, so I'm going to say, come on, do your worst. And they're both. Oh, oh, he has to. Oh, he could go two. He could go into Sudan if he wanted to. Still,
Yeah.
probably not a great idea, so he will not. And then the second army will go in there, and my depleted final army will not. Not that I would want to, because that would leave a hole in my line. And then stop. There we
Yeah.
go.
All right. This is a good place to stop.
All right.
I think this was a great overview for folks. And when we get together in our next session, we'll just keep playing this game. We'll have to be careful in our other game that we're playing not to inadvertently advance here. We don't want to leave the viewers
Oh
hanging.
yeah. I don't
But
know whether
this is
we'll
a good
keep on.
start.
I don't know whether we'll keep on playing with this one. We'll see about that.
Well, I don't know. It's
All
a
right.
decent start. We're both playing well. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, you know my catchphrase now.
What was it again?
Keep bantering.
Keep bantering.
Keep bantering.
Yes. Need to work on that. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
thank you for
I
sticking
got to
with
get some.
us.
I've gotten no feedback on it because no one listens to the end.
No, they're all our listeners are too, yeah, or they're very just too polite. I think that's what it is.
They could be too polite. I'll prefer to think of it that way. All right,
All right.
everybody have a great evening.
All
Take
right.
care.
Bye bye.